Graphic organizers are instructional tools used in elementary and secondary public school classrooms. They facilitate the communication of ideas through visual symbols that express knowledge, concepts, thoughts, or ideas. There is a wide selection of graphic organizers, for example, mind maps, charts, webs, and concept maps. There are also numerous layouts and formats for graphic organizers, giving teachers a range of resources for any activity.
When planning the execution of lessons, educators must be aware of the fact that every student falls somewhere on the learning spectrum. Incorporating graphic organizers into lessons will appeal to a broad range of students on the spectrum. Graphic organizers are proven to be a very beneficial medium of representing knowledge to students with learning differences. Research suggests that since graphic organizers have the potential to minimize curricular barriers for all students in a classroom, they are considered part of the Universal Design for Learning (UDL) framework. Therefore, graphic organizers are advantageous to the education of all students, not just those with learning differences. Now that we have a basic concept of graphic organizers, let's take a look at some examples.
Mind maps begin with an idea in the center, branching out into categories and subcategories of the main idea. They are useful for brainstorming topics associated to a specific idea, and therefore can be utilized at the beginning of a new project, lesson, or unit. The format of a mind map stimulates thought in the way ideas are connected within the map. Multiple relationships within the mind map can create an exhaustive list of terminology associated with the main topic, allowing students to explore new areas of knowledge. Concept maps are similar to mind maps in their usefulness with a slightly more organized layout.
Charts have a wide range of appearances. Typically, there will be rows and columns to categorize information, with headings that suggest information that will go into each section of the chart. Charts assist students in organizing their thoughts by the structured layout of information. An example of a chart format is the Know, Wonder, Learn chart, which can be completed collectively as a class, in partners, or individually when learning about a new topic. The chart is filled in as the students gain knowledge about the topic. Charts are organized in a way for students to create study notes.
There are innumerable graphic organizers that are visually appealing to young students. They use common visual associations such as a clock, ice cream cone, or hamburger, so students have a frame of reference for what the graphic organizer will help them accomplish.
Visually appealing graphic organizers implicitly gain students' interest in the assignment, making learning fun and memorable. These types of graphic organizers have a limited amount of words, allowing students to associate the picture or the shape with the task. For example, the ice cream cone or hamburger work well for composing sentences into paragraphs or paragraphs into a story.
The story map is a layout for constructing a well-laid-out, well-organized story. It assists students in developing crucial strategies for higher literacy.
Graphic organizers are effective resources to add into lessons. Not only do they help students with learning disabilities to succeed, they help all students comprehend new information through visual representations of that information.
Graphic organizers assist students with reading learning differences. These students often have difficulty interpreting long passages of text and are unable to easily pull content from readings. Graphic organizers can help to guide a student's reading and encourage absorption of content into the working memory. By reviewing the information in graphic organizers, the student can then process the knowledge in it to gain long-term comprehension.
As we have seen, there are two main differences in graphic organizers: chart-style organizers and web-style organizers. All variations of graphic organizers show connections in comprehension of knowledge. For example, graphic organizers allow students with writing difficulties to present their thoughts in such a way that does not immediately force their thoughts into sentences. By allowing students to write down key phrases or ideas, they can then construct sentences from the terms they have already formulated, making writing assignments less daunting and therefore reducing anxiety. Students with ADD, ADHD benefit by having a visually stimulating format to keep them motivated and on task.
Graphic organizers can be used in a variety of ways. When provided as a handout, they are a good way for each student to fill in the organizer. Done as a class on a whiteboard, smartboard, etc., graphic organizers represent the collective knowledge of the class. Some graphic organizers can be used as a teacher-centered tool for the purpose of assessment for learning, such as a KWL chart, to assess prior knowledge either in groups or individually. As models for student-centered learning, assessment as learning, students can use the organizers to brainstorm, develop ideas, and expand on prior knowledge to create new knowledge. Indirectly, graphic organizers can be used in the assessment of learning process, but typically would not be used as the final product being assessed.
Differentiated instruction is important for the success of all students in an inclusive classroom. As mentioned, graphic organizers facilitate learning for students with reading learning disabilities, but can also be beneficial for students with a range of other learning disabilities, and also to the entire class.
Thanks for watching.
Bye!